the least we can do is have empathy. Be vegan and keep them free. Welcome to my live stream. Hi, TikTok. Thanks for coming in. I'm Miss Katie. All the animals have is their body and their family. So the least we can do is have empathy. Be vegan and set them free. Keep them free. Yes. Thanks for coming, guys. I just wrote that song. I just played my piano and I composed that little song about the animals. Just composed it like 5 minutes ago. It's on TikTok. All the animals have is their body and their family. So the least we can do is have empathy. Be vegan and keep them free. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Hello. Hi, Nia, over on TikTok here. I got 2 cameras going. I have TikTok here. I have YouTube over here. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for striving to be as vegan as possible in this crazy world. Crazy world. We are here to remember that science is great. We want to promote science here. We want to discourage religion because religion tends to cause wars in the world. You know, have you ever noticed that? Yeah, religion isn't necessarily the best thing. I mean, unless you're a Unitarian Universalist and you're actually a true Unitarian Universalist and you actually do what you promised you would do, then it's all right. Or, you know, but I don't know, maybe a Buddhist would be okay, but so many religions are lacking in integrity. Have you guys noticed that? Even among your own religions, have you noticed that? You know, they say one thing and they do another. The minister says one thing and does another. The priest says one thing, does another. All these people that are at the front of the churches and the mosques and the synagogues, all preaching, and every one of them with bellies full of corpses. It's just strange. I just find it strange. What do you guys think? What do you think, Coco? You say that we should eat. Yeah, I think eating is good. Of course, we should all eat. But I'm not sure in specific what you're referring to. We should definitely eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds. By the way, most people don't get enough fiber. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous if you don't have enough fiber in your intestines. It's helping your gut microbiome. Your gut microbiome needs all these different vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and legumes in order to stay healthy, to fight diseases. So be careful, guys, okay? Being vegan, it's great. It is great for the animals, of course, but it also happens to be really good for you guys. I don't know if you realize that. It is so healthy for all of us. So you're going to be less likely to get strokes and heart attacks. You're going to be less likely to have all kinds of things. Anyway, today, guys, like I said, we're going to be talking about science. We believe in science. We don't believe in hocus pocus, don't believe in magic. We believe in the scientific method, and we believe that religion isn't such a good thing. Not really a good thing. There's a few really kind religious people, but almost every book that you open up that's religious, if you really look through it, it's filled with bizarre things and contradictions. And, you know, we're going to strive to be vegan. We have to be very careful of some religions, like Islam, for example. They literally, in their books, talk about themselves ending their own lives, and this is somehow a good thing. They're going to end up in some sort of paradise. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there. Anyway, it's not limited to them. All right, so guys, today we're going to be looking at these cards here. Question number 81, and we're going to talk about protecting wild animals, and also we're going to be talking about pregnancy, if you are pregnant, and how it's good to stay vegan and it's important to feed your vegan kids healthy vegan foods as well. Okay, so if you know anybody who's pregnant, that would be a good idea to share this with them. Somebody wrote here, okay, just please don't talk about Islam. Well, of course we're going to talk about Islam. Islam is a religion that's pretty bizarre. Yeah, they believe in all kinds of things. Women are not equal to men in that religion, and also in Islam, they say that if somebody does something for the country and eliminates the lives of others, I have to be careful with the wording that I use here on social media, but that they will somehow go to heaven. So it's a crazy religion. It's not something that we should take lightly. All right. So let's do these cards. All right. Let's go over here and check it out. We have Natasha is here. Let's see what Natasha has to say. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Natasha. Is that your actual name?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you? Okay. I guess you're not over 18. Let's get to the next person here. Thanks, guys, for coming in. When you come in, you're going to be a teaching assistant. The first thing you do is you tell everybody, hi, the first thing you do is tell everybody to tap to 100 to encourage you.
Okay, everyone tap to 100. We can do this. Come on, everyone.
You, like everybody else, forgets a key sentence. People don't listen. It is to encourage you because you are the teaching assistant. We're seeing what the number gets to. Okay? Can you say it again? Can you say it properly?
Wait, what exactly do you want me to say?
Okay,
Sorry.
Well, okay, I said it twice. All right? So I said, when you come in, every single live stream, what you're supposed to do is, guys, tap to 100 times, 100 hearts, to encourage you as the teaching assistant. It has nothing to do with me. You are the teaching assistant, okay? We're going to see what number you get up to. We're starting at 7,100. Go ahead. Give your little speech.
Please, everyone, tap to encourage me. I hope just please encourage me.
Tap 100.
Please tap to 100.
Yeah, and when
100 times.
And when they do it, they should write it in the chat. They should say, I tapped to 100. Okay.
And comment, like, leave a message saying that you tapped 100 for me.
Yeah, or just
means the world.
or just write the number 100. Okay, cool. Very good, guys. All right. So, are you ready to read? We're looking at cards today about wild animals, protecting wild animals. This is question 81. These are questions that people have asked me. This is going to be a 1-hour stream. So, if you all guys over here on YouTube want to ask me something, you can put a super chat in. If you feel strongly against certain religions or for certain religions, you can let us know. If you are a scientist, of course, let us know. If you believe in science, you're studying sciences, and you're a rational person, of course, let us know that too. Question 81, here you go.
Question 81. Why do many vegans avoid the subject of how to handle the violence of animals in nature? Answer. Because it seems overwhelming to even think about how to fix it. But us as global citizens, we must not shy away from these difficult conversations.
All right, so can you explain it now, since you're the teaching assistant? What did you just read on this card? Can you explain it to people here? Did you listen to yourself? Okay, so the whole point in coming in as a teaching assistant is that you are teaching the class and that you also are able to speak in your own words, okay? So you can come back next time. Guys, when you read the cards, think about what you're saying. Almost every person comes in here and just reads it really quickly, as if they are sort of showing off, look how well I can read, but they're not retaining anything. And that means that they're not teaching it properly either. All right, now listen, we all do this to a certain degree, right? But this particular stream here, this is what we're doing. We're reminding people to pay attention to what they read. So question 81, the question will be read by the next person and will be answered by the next person as well. Guys over here, thank you. Okay, so Zia says, we don't care if you suck. So Zia, I don't know who you're talking about, but that's not very helpful, okay? The comment section is to help people. So I'm going to put you in a timeout, okay? I just removed you completely, actually. I don't want to see you again. You'll never be able to communicate with me again. Okay, you guys have to be kind in the comment section. You have to be helpful. Hello, here you go.
Hi.
Question 81. Why do so many vegans avoid the subject of how to handle violence of animals in nature? Answer, because it seems overwhelming to even think about how to fix it. But as a good global citizen, we must not shy away from these difficult conversations.
Okay, so what is this all about? What do you think we're talking about here?
About violence on nature.
Yeah, like what? Animals. What kind of violence in nature are we talking about here?
Hurting animals.
Who is hurting animals?
Basically people.
Well, we're also talking about animals who hurt other animals. Okay, there seems to be a background noise there, so don't wiggle, please. Don't make any movement whatsoever. It should be completely silent.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. That's better. Right, so, okay, I'm just going to let you go because it's continuing and I don't like that squeakiness. Okay, so what we're talking about here, guys, we're talking about protecting wild animals. So the question is, should we as vegans be protecting wild animals? So if we see, for example, a lion attacking a zebra, should we intervene? To what degree do we owe the zebras to save them? We know that if we saw a lion attacking a cat or a dog, we would probably try really hard to protect the cat or the dog or the human. But why is it that we don't try to protect the other animals in nature? So it's something that we're thinking about as vegans. But the main thing that we have to focus on at this time is ourselves. The first thing we have to do is create a vegan world for us humans. And after that, we can maybe start to look into nature as to how we can make it safer for them. Because the animals in nature suffer terribly. In fact, there are some people who think that we would be better off, all of us, if no humans or animals existed at all. Isn't that an interesting concept? Because every single person who is ever alive or every animal that's ever born suffers so much. So there's a whole group of people who have these discussions on TikTok and on YouTube. And so they believe in ending life for everyone so that nobody ever suffers, so that the earth would be something similar to Mars. Seems kind of sad in a way, doesn't it? No trees, no bees, no birds, but also not a single bit of suffering. No one would ever cry, scream in agony. Nobody would ever get the measles or smallpox or COVID. Nobody would ever have a boyfriend who dumps them. What do you guys think about this concept? All right, so this is what we're talking about here. Protecting animals in the wild. So let me just go over it again for those of you who are coming in, okay? Why do so many vegans avoid the subject of how to handle the violence of animals in nature, even among each other, among the animals themselves? And it's because we don't know the answer. We don't really know what to do. You guys understand? Let me see if anybody is reading anything. Okay, so to the people who are spamming weird things, if you spam things, I'm going to put you in timeout because it's not helpful. All right, so I'm going to just put a bunch of you guys in timeout here. Guys, write something that is helpful. The whole reason for the comment section is it's like a chalkboard. So you're going to write something to emphasize the message or to encourage the conversation. Oh, thank you very much, Joanne. I just noticed that you just got here. So we're going to put people in timeout if they write things that are irrelevant. Okay, Joanne? That have nothing to do with veganism. Thank you very much for that. Okay, guys, we're not going to be banning you. That's only me who's ever going to ban you. The other moderators will not do that. They will simply put you in timeout, and they're going to decide if it's going to be 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that, just to give you a break, all right? You can still listen, but you won't be able to write anything if you're not helpful, okay? All right, if you guys want to put a super chat in, you are welcome to do that. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Let's see, we have somebody named Alk Lesh or something. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to class. Hi. All right. Are you over 18? You have to be over 18 for TikTok?
Yeah, I'm over 18.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about what you know about veganism
18
so far?
centimeters deep in your mom's ass fucking nigger assault.
My mother actually is dead. So she's probably well, actually, she was cremated. So I'm not sure why you're talking about my mom's bum, but that's very bizarre. Are you okay? Are you mentally okay? So guys, you see, this is an example of the kind of people who represent you, the people who eat animals. That's your group. So think about this. Would you rather be on the side of vegans who are trying to save animals and who would never speak that way about somebody's deceased mom, or who would never talk that way about hurting animals, putting things up their bum and being cruel to them? I would rather be on the side of vegans. I would rather be on the side of kindness than these bizarre people who come in. Let's try somebody else though, okay? So guys, over here on TikTok, we're not going to let anybody in until I see that there's an adult there. And how you will prove to me that you're an adult is you will put on the desk some fruits, dancing fruit. That's right. Or a galaxy or a teddy bear with a heart, something like that. Otherwise, I'm going to ignore you guys over here on TikTok if that's the way you're going to behave. So if you're an adult watching right now and you want to get to the top of the list, well, you know what to do, right? Behave properly and demonstrate that you deserve to have access to me, to speak to me. In the meantime, I'm going to read the cards myself and teach the lesson all by myself. Thank you, though, Strawberry, for coming in. Thank you for the decorations. Thank you for the little bee. Thank you for that. Thank you to Faye for, what did you put on there, Faye? All right, good job. And let's keep tapping on the screen, guys. We have 17.9 thousand likes. Let me just see if there's any vegans in here that I know. Guys, if you're watching and you're vegan on TikTok and you want to come in and read a card, you're welcome to. I'll see if I see anybody in here that I know. Well, we have a lot of people who want to come and talk to me. We have 59 people lined up. Let me see here. We do have somebody whose name is Tufa, but let me just click on this name. Okay, so this person named Tufa only has 13 followers. Vegan Thomas. Maybe you're okay. Let's see. Let's see if this person is actually kind and knows how to read.
Assault all the niggers. Stroke my fucking dick.
You want to hurt the niggers? Why? Why are you speaking that way? You know, I mean, I don't mind if you call me that, because I know it stands for naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant. But, you know, I hope that TikTok bans you, because that was pretty cool. Guys, if you guys know the person who was just in here, make sure that you tap on them and report them and have them banned, okay? Because we don't want people in here who are racist or cruel. All right, guys, so looking here, protect wild animals. What should we do about lions who attack zebra babies right in front of their moms? Should we, as vegans, intervene? What do you guys think? Should we be doing something about this? And if so, what? Right? So the answer that we would say, if once you're a vegan, you'll say, well, at this time, vegans are discussing this, and honestly, there's no easy answer. But ultimately, we need to think of how to protect everyone who is innocent. So we're going to start by protecting the animals that we already can protect by not putting their corpses on the plates, right? And then after that, we're going to think about other animals. In the meantime, let's listen to this song that I just composed today. All the animals have is their body and their family. So the least we can do is have empathy. Be vegan and keep them free. That's right. We can have empathy for the animals in the grocery store. Don't buy them. All the animals have. Don't pay for anyone to hurt anyone. Is their body and their family. So the least we can do is have empathy. Be vegan and keep them free. We can keep all of the animals free. We don't have to harm them ever again. We can be vegan and we can start right now. All right, we're continuing today our series. We are doing 5 cards, in case you're just joining us, about protecting animals in the wild. We've already on 2 cards. If you want to come in and read a card over here on TikTok, you're welcome to. And Betty seems to be here. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see if we have any actual adults here who would like to come in and read. Remember, you have to be over 18.
Hello.
Hi, are you an adult?
I am. I'm 21.
Okay, do you know how to read?
I do. I apologize. I'm a little bit dyslexic, so if I mix up words, feel
Why
free to
does
correct
everybody
me.
say that?
It's like for me. I
Yeah,
have
it's
to-
okay. I'm just going to put it on my list, okay? Because I've been keeping track of how many people tell me they're dyslexic. I find it
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
absolutely crazy. So we had 735, and then, okay, so you are number 736. It's to the point where I don't believe anybody anymore. People just are not used to reading out loud. Okay, so guys, this is for
Yeah.
everyone. If you're dyslexic, keep it to yourself. I'm not interested in hearing about it. Okay, that's your business. If you can't read, don't come in. If you can read, great. I don't want to hear about your dyslexia as an excuse. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're protecting wild animals. Here's the card.
What should I do if I see a dog attacking a squirrel? You already know the answer to that. If you were the squirrel, what would you want to happen? What would you want to do? Die, or would you want somebody to try and save you?
Yeah. Would you want to die, or would you want somebody to try to save you? And everybody knows that if we were the victim, we would want somebody to save us, right? It's pretty obvious. And so why is it that we are paying people to hurt other animals? Do you know why we do that?
I actually don't, because I'm really new to this, so I'm
Well,
trying. I'm still learning.
are you vegan yet?
Not yet. I've
Okay,
been
so
vegetarian.
why do you pay people to hurt animals? I mean, you're doing it. You should know why you do it. You're vegetarian, so you still pay for the rape, torture, and murder of cows. So I want you to stop that. I want you to be vegan. Don't ever drink cow's milk or eat cheese that comes from cow's milk again, okay?
Yeah, surprisingly the only thing that I do eat that is like vegetarian is one very specific item, but everything else I drink soy milk. I don't actually like cheese. I don't like eggs.
Okay, so again, veganism is not about whether you like the taste of something or not. It has nothing to do with our taste pleasure. It has to do with the victims and not hurting them. So what is this one food that you eat?
So I'm from the UK. It's Reese's peanut butter cups. It's the
Okay,
one
so
item
your
that-
job now is to never ever buy them again. Don't touch them, leave them on the shelf, don't bring them in the shopping cart, don't take them anywhere. Never go near them again. And you can make a vegan version by yourself pretty close. Just go online and type in vegan Reese's peanut butter cups. How do I make them? You'll find
I
a
didn't
recipe.
think about that. Thank you. I actually didn't think about that.
And besides that, you know it's not very good for you anyway to eat those many sweets, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So when is going to be your vegan declaration day? When do you think you're going to be ready to stop paying for the rape, torture, and murder of innocent animals?
I think from today. Now that I know I can do that myself, then from today.
Right. That's great. Okay. So would you like to read a card promising to be vegan?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, so this says, my vegan promise. This is for everybody else. If you're all watching and you are ready to be kind, that's what you can do. Oh, somebody is told so. Okay, so somebody named the Sanji said to shut up to somebody. That's not appropriate, okay? So I'm going to put you in a timeout, okay? You don't get to say that to people. Okay, just be kind in the comment section. Write things that are helpful. All right, here you go. Put your hand on your heart and read your, what is your actual name?
Oh, my actual name's Mary.
Okay, Mary. Here you go.
I, Mary, promise to stop consuming all dairy products because I don't want to be cruel to cows, since I have learned that the dairy industry is a cycle of kidnapping, sexual assault, torture, enslavement, and murder. I no longer want to buy anything that comes from. I prefer to be kind.
Wait, you missed something that comes from there.
Oh, that comes from there.
Okay, read nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. I prefer to be kind.
I prefer to be kind, so I will only choose vegan options from now on.
All right. Well, thank you, Mary, for reading that. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is you need to change your name on your TikTok, because in order to work together as a colleague with me, that means as partners here, we all, once we're vegan, we work together, we support each other's work. I have to be able to identify you quickly. So you can call yourself Mary Vegan, or you can call yourself Mary Animal Defender, or Mary defends animals or something to that effect. Okay?
Yep, will do. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Okay. So guys, good job everyone who took that promise to be vegan from now on. I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm going to look over here and see, wow, thanks Justin. Thanks for coming in. I see that. Guys on TikTok, I'm going to read your names out loud if you just followed me because I want to say thank you to those who just did. So Kim, thanks for liking the live. Guys, make sure you tap on the live stream 100 times on TikTok. And then put the number 100 in the chat so we know. Hey, Bree, thanks for following. Thank you, Katie Cooper. Thank you for following. Thanks, what's your name? RM8. Thank you for following. And somebody, Potterhead. Okay. William, thanks for sharing live. And guys, if you repost, oh, hey, Harrison, thanks for tapping 100 times on the screen and letting me know. Hey, who else did that? Wait a second. Okay, Twing or something like that. Twins. Thank you for tapping on the screen 100 times. You guys are awesome. Who else just followed me? Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thank you to Nathan for putting, hold on, I have to lick my finger because I can't stop it, guys. It's going too fast. Here we go. Okay, we have Atufa who wrote 390. Thanks for tapping on the screen 390 times, guys. And let's see what the number's at. Well, we're up to 28.6 thousand likes. Let's get to the next person coming in. Make sure you guys are over 18 if you want to come in. This person's name is Remiz. Let me just see. Remiz has 76 followers and is following 792 people. But you don't have a bio. So Remiz, it's important that you get a bio that says that you are striving to be vegan or that you are vegan.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. I'm very glad to see you here. Don't forget to change your name after, okay?
Oh,
Your bio should say that you
okay.
are vegan, striving to be vegan, that you're a teaching assistant. This is your card, number 85.
All right. Okay. My friend buys mice and feeds them to his pet snake. Is that okay? Answer: no. From an ethical perspective, you must never have a snake as a pet and never put an innocent being in front of a predator. A snake's life is not more important than a mouse's life.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think that's true, so the other animal wouldn't get any harm and it would be safe by the predator.
Right. So nobody should ever have snakes in their home. They shouldn't be taking them out of the wild. They shouldn't be having snakes in their home and then paying people to murder other animals or buying mice and putting them in the cage and watching the snake eat them. This is barbaric. It's absolutely cruel and completely
Headache.
Pardon me?
Oh, no. I was talking to my mom.
No, you don't get to talk to your mom, okay? It's a classroom. When you come in, you do not talk to anybody else. You're a teaching assistant. I'm sorry, but you just failed. And so you don't get to go on the teaching assistant list because when you come in, you have to be 100% concentrating and by yourself, okay? You can try again later, though, but unfortunately, you didn't pass just there. All right, we have, oops, we missed this one. We missed this one. What if I see a cat attacking a bird? What do you guys do if you see a cat attacking a bird? Do you intervene? Do you feel sad for the bird? What do you do? All right, let's see. Let's read this together here. See if anybody else wants to come in and read this. Guys over here on my YouTube channel, if you want to put a super chat in, you can do that and communicate with me. If there's something specific you want to ask me or say, maybe you're a new vegan and you're proud of it, or maybe you've seen other videos that people have done about me and you want to clarify something, that's what the super chat is for. All right, let's go over here and see. Hey, who's all here? Oh, by the way, thank you to Dave who just liked the live. Thank you to Bella who came in and James and Brody and Holly Boo. Thank you guys for coming in. And thanks for all the little roses here. Holly Boo, thanks for the rose. Thank you, Meg. This is amazing. We're up to 36.8 thousand likes. Keep on tapping, guys. If you've tapped 100, hey, Nathan tapped 100 times on the screen. Good job, Nathan. After the next 100, you tell us and you write the number 200 in there. Okay, Nathan? All right, let's see who wants to be we have somebody named Holly Boo seems to want to come in and read. Let's see if you can read.
Hello, the vegan teacher. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm great now that I'm watching your live.
All right, good. All right, so this is a card we're reading, and I want you to read everything on the card, okay?
Okay, question 83, protecting wild animals. What if I see a cat attacking a bird? Answer, to be morally consistent, we always need to put ourselves in the place of the victim and try to stop the violence. If we were honest with ourselves, this is in our nature anyway. We don't want anyone to suffer.
Right. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that. I'm trying to be a vegan, so I'm trying my hardest.
Oh, that's great. Great. So you know the definition of veganism?
Yeah, don't eat meat. That's bad for the animals have feelings. Plants do not. They have no nerves.
Right. Actually, it's more than that. It's more than just about meat and not eating meat. It's about not exploiting animals. Please read this. This is the definition of veganism.
Veganism isn't a diet. It's justice, movement.
No, let's read every word nice and slowly, okay? You missed the word
Sorry, I do apologize. Veganism isn't a diet. It's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
Okay, so veganism isn't a diet. It's not actually about food. It's against the exploitation of animals. That means we don't steal from animals. Can you think of what kinds of things people steal from animals? And you can read in the chat if you want, because sometimes the people in the chat are pretty good. They understand.
Yes, everyone make sure you're tapping the screen as well for good luck.
Okay.
I think they steal like their meat, their liver, all of that.
Well, they steal also their freedom. They steal their family members away. They kidnap them. They also take away their wings. They rip their wings off.
Their babies, their produce.
Their milk, their milk, their eggs, their fur, their feathers. All right.
Yes, and it's not good. It's hurting the animals.
That's right. Yeah, it's hurting the animals. All right.
Plants don't have feelings. You can eat them.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, you did a great job. Thank you very much for coming in. Oh, sorry, I just cut you off. But I have a suspicion that you're not over 18. All right. Now, you guys know the rules. You have to be over 18 for TikTok. Okay. It's just the rule to be over 18. If you guys want to read a card, you are welcome to. Just don't put any rodeo hats on my head either. Okay, let's see what we have over here on my YouTube channel. We have George who's here. He says, you act like you're in a sad edit. A sad edit. I don't know what that means. Like I act like I'm being edited right now, or are you talking about somebody else? I don't know what you mean. Okay, somebody asked how you call in. Well, you call in by going to my TikTok channel, which is called Music by That Vegan Teacher. You put some decorations on the screen, then your name goes to the top. Like Jimmy just put a pink heart on the screen. But I don't respond to people who put rodeo hats on my head, because I don't think that's very polite, because I don't support the rodeo industry. However, you guys on YouTube, what you can do here if you don't have a TikTok account is you can put a super chat in and write whatever you like. So somebody here named Moo writes, carrot is my favorite vegetable. All right, so thanks for letting everybody know. What you could do actually is you could say something like, everyone eat carrots, because that way you're not hurting animals. All right, thanks though for contributing here. What else do we have? We have Dinosaur says hi. Hello, Dinosaur. Somebody says, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Somebody says their watermelon is their favorite food. Okay, guys. What else do we have? Oh, so many of your comments are held for review. I don't know if you see it, but it says this message was held for review. This message was held for review. A lot of you guys, if you're writing things that are lies, then YouTube is catching you, okay? Somebody wrote here, plants don't feel pain. And that's correct. Good job. Thank you to the person named Hart. Very good. Smart. Plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain. They don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart. You know where to start. So don't take too long and be vegan from now on. Be vegan from now on. Okay, we have somebody here who calls himself an emperor. I don't know if we should let anybody in on TikTok who calls themselves an emperor. They already sound like they're a bit full of themselves. You know, like when somebody calls themselves king this or queen that. So emperor, I'm not feeling it. Okay, I'm not going to let you in because you call yourself an emperor. So you're going to have to change your name. Okay, we do have somebody else. Let's see who else we have here. We do have somebody named Faye, but Faye looks like she's a child. The image there is also very childish. Let's see Emperor. Emperor has 463 followers and rights, sharing the ranting and ravings of the lunatic known as Vegan King. Ah, yes, Vegan King. All right, so we want nothing to do with people who are crazy and people who call themselves emperor. No, thank you. All right, we'll go to the next person. Let's go to this person, J1 something, kind of a crazy name for an account, but we'll see.
Hello.
Welcome to my live stream. Don't forget, you have to be over 18 in order to be here. Do you know how to read?
I do.
Okay, here's your card.
Random vegan fact. Plants have all the protein you need to stay healthy. So you never need to eat meat, fish, eggs, cheese, or drink milk, or drink cow's milk.
Right. Good job. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so did you stop drinking cow's milk yet?
I don't actually drink milk at all.
Okay, did you stop eating cheese yet? That comes from cow's milk?
I don't really drink or eat any dairy products.
Okay, but did you stop completely for ethical reasons? Like if you get pizza, have you decided you tell them don't put cheese, don't put meat on the pizza? Put olive oil instead with salt and pepper so you still get the fat and you still get the saltiness?
Yeah.
All right, good. Excellent. Okay, you ready to read cards? Look, we read all of these cards so far. Oh, I have a super chat. Just give me 1 sec, okay? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is from somebody, I don't know which kind of money this is, AED, but the person's name is The Railway and Davidation Guy. Okay, person writes, hello, I'm Henry. Can vegans eat bugs? Okay, Henry. Vegans don't hurt animals. We don't enslave them. We don't want to kidnap them. We don't want to step on them. So when it comes to bugs are not the same thing as a pencil. Okay, this pencil can't run away. Have you ever tried to catch a bug and the bug's like, ooh, I don't want to be there. They tried to run away, right? So the sentience level of bugs is questionable. We're not really sure how sentient they are. But to err on the side of caution, no, vegans will not eat bugs. We will not eat crickets. We will not eat any bugs at all. Won't eat anyone who has eyes or a face or who had a mother. All right? Thanks for the question, though. I'll put a heart on it, and I'll put a thumbs up because you weren't mean. Thank you, Henry, for being here. If you have a follow-up question, you can go ahead and put another super chat in. All right, my dear, we are learning now. Okay, we already did these questions. We did protecting wild animals. All right, we did 5 questions about that, and now we're going to talk about vegan pregnancy and kids. What do you think? Do you think you can be pregnant and vegan?
I think there might be some difficulties, but it should be fine.
It actually is fine. Yeah, you just have to be careful what you eat. Now, my daughter is vegan and she became pregnant and she had a baby and the baby's vegan. And of course, her breast milk is vegan because it's given freely. And my daughter had 2 babies as a vegan. So yeah, you can be totally fine. Of course, this is what we call anecdotal evidence. It's just what I've experienced. But the science also shows us that it is totally fine. So let's read this card here. All right. Vegan pregnancy and kids. Here you go.
Question 86. Is it okay to be vegan while pregnant? Answer. Yes. According to the Academy of Nutrition and
Dietetics.
If pregnant women eat enough calories and a wide variety of whole foods like veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds,
Legumes, yeah.
legumes and whole grains, and take a B12 pill, their babies are born normal and healthy.
Right, right. So B12 pill is something that is recommended for most people to take, because even people who eat meat are sometimes low on B12. But B12 is essential for vegans. We would rather take a little B12 pill than kill a cow. It seems like a lot kinder. And you know, the animals on the farms are fed B12 anyway. So we would rather not filter it through them. We would rather eat the pills directly. So just one sec. So
May I ask what's in a B12 pill?
it's just a vitamin, and it's called B12. And what it is it's essential. You know how there's all kinds of vitamins? Like, did you know, for example, that vitamin D is another one that people should be taking? Vitamin D
Yes.
comes from the sun, but many people don't get enough sunshine. So unless you're living like at the equator, it is suggested that everyone takes a vitamin D pill as well.
Yeah, I was having those while I was pregnant.
Okay, cool. So how many children do you have?
I have a little girl, just one.
Oh, okay, very cool. All right, well, thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate hearing from you. Thanks very much for being as vegan as possible. I do have over here a super chat. Let me see if I can read this. This is by somebody named Technosloth, who is somebody from the UK, because this is £4.99. Guys over here on TikTok, you guys can read this. Don't forget to take screenshots of all of the different cards. And it says here, how do you feel about the use of palm oil in vegan products? Well, depends. Palm oil is in all kinds of products, and I don't feel good about it. But palm oil, for example, is not in lentils, and palm oil is not in any fruit. Palm oil is not in any vegetable. Palm oil is not inside seeds. Palm oil is not inside any nuts. So if you go in the grocery store, there are thousands of vegan foods that you can eat that don't contain palm oil. You see what the rest of it is. Yeah, a lot of deforestation in the Amazon is due to making space for palm oil farms. I know that, and it's very sad. And you know what? There are cookies, Oreo cookies, that are vegan because they don't contain any animal products. But you're right, Techno Sloth, that they do contain palm oil. It depends, of course, where they're made, and palm oil apparently can be sustainable, but it is something to consider for sure, because we don't want to cut down the Amazon. It's really sad, isn't it? To imagine the different monkeys there and all the different wildlife, all the little bees and all of the little bugs and all of the lizards. And then these bad people come in there and they just rip the whole Amazon down and plant crops to feed the animals, or they cut down all the palm trees. Yeah, it's really sad. I agree with you. It's a good point. Thanks for making it. But it's not an excuse for you to not be vegan, okay? Techno, are you vegan yet? I'd love to know, because I know I've seen you here before. I'm pretty sure I've seen you here. All right, let's go over here. Thanks, guys. We have next somebody named Immy. I'm not feeling it. This is guys, your accounts sound very childish. Okay, somebody wrote here, though, they love their hamster. All right. Somebody has an account, they want to come in and talk to me, and their account says that they love their hamster. And they like Billie Eilish, who is vegan. But I don't think that this person is an adult. So, guys, I'm not going to let you in. Remember, you have to be over 18 to come in, guys. All right, let's continue, though, because we're going to run out of time for all these cards if we don't get through them. So, vegan pregnancy and kids, question 87. Is breast milk vegan? What do you guys think? Write it in the chat, guys, over here on YouTube. Do you think that breast milk is vegan? Breast milk from a human, is it vegan? What do you guys think over here in TikTok? Let's see. Yes or no? So somebody writes no, and Misha says yes. Anybody else? A bunch of you guys are saying no. Somebody says says yes. Okay. Daisy thinks no. Okay, so here's the answer, guys. It says it right here on the card, right? Is breast milk vegan? And the answer is yes. Breast milk is vegan because it's given freely and it's not stolen. So breast milk from when your mom was pregnant with you and you were born, and she gave you her breast milk, that was vegan because it's not stolen. Okay? All right, glad we cleared that up. Hey guys, thanks a lot for sharing the live stream to everybody who's sharing. Let's see who's sharing over here on my TikTok channel. If you're sharing, I'm going to read your names out loud, okay? Because it's really sweet of you guys to help the animals. Hey, Tootie, thanks for joining. Thank you, Misha, for sharing the live. Thank you to Kim for sharing the live. Thank you to Connor and Faye and L and F for sharing the live. Guys, if you repost the live, that's also helpful. If you repost it, I'm going to read your names out loud. And if you are tapping on the screen, if you tapped 100 times, write it in the comments. Oh, I see that Laura is here. Hi, Laura. Thanks for being a moderator on my channel, Laura. Guys, you guys should all follow this account called Plant-Based Struggle Bus. Plant-Based Struggle Bus over on my TikTok over here on TikTok. She is a great moderator and she's vegan and she makes recipes and she's funny too. And she sings. Right, Laura? All right, Laura, if you want to come in and read a card, I don't know if you're at work there because I guess it is work time for you. Maybe you're just trying to peek in here, and that's okay. But if you want to come in and say hi, let me just see if you're in the list here. Just scrolling past. Oh, we do have somebody here who looks like they are a religious person. I see a cross. Guys, if you're religious and you want to put a comment in, let me know too, okay? All right, so we're going here. Question number 88. Let's see if Jesse can read this.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse. Do you know how to read?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to read question 88. But first, tell everybody to tap on the screen 100 times to encourage you.
Yeah, that's okay. Can everyone tap 100 times, please?
Okay. Why are they tapping?
So they can encourage me to read.
To encourage you. Yeah, you have to say that sentence. What are you starting at? 56.8. I see. Do you see that?
Yes. Can we guys get up to 60K?
All right. Let's see if we can get up to 60K. Guys, you tap on the screen. Don't forget to repost as well and share and encourage our teaching assistant. What is your name?
My real name is Jonathan, but my name on here is Jessie because my middle name is Jessie.
All right. Here you go. Please read this card.
I heard that vegan teacher should eat meat! Eat meat! KFC! Nom, 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 nom.
Okay, you're talking about, I know you said eat meat. I guess you're meaning vegan meat? Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much for that. And the KFC, is that Kansas fried carrots? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, I've tried those before. They're really great. So what you do is you just cook the carrots first, and then you put them on a barbecue with all of these delicious seasonings. You can actually put it in a hot dog bun. So thank you for that. Wasn't that sweet, guys? Such nice people. Oh, and I have a super chat over here from somebody named Jack. And what is Jack, right? Jack Marston, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. And Jack writes, have you heard of Vegan Samaritan? He's always angry and raging while you are kind and sweet. Well, I'm not always kind and sweet. Well, I am always kind and sweet, but sometimes I rage as well when I see somebody being cruel to the animals. I have heard of this person, but I don't follow people like that. I follow animal rights activists who show their faces and who are people that I consider to be ethical. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow that person. All right, so let's read this card, guys. Let's go to the next person over here. See if we have anybody here. Fairy Without Dairy is here. Oh, I know you. Very happy to see some vegans wanting to come into the chat and read. Hi there.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you for coming in to read. Can you read this card, please?
Of course. Vegan pregnancy and kids. Question 88. I heard that vegan teacher talking about how it's wrong to take away babies' vegan virginity. What does she mean? Answer. Babies cannot consent for animals to be killed and fed to them because they're too young to understand suffering the animals go through and the violence they're being forced to be a part of.
Yeah. Thank you. You did a great job reading that. So these little babies here, they don't consent to people killing animals and feeding them to them because they don't really understand what's happening, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You want to read another card since you did so well?
Sure.
All right. So this is vegan pregnancy and kids, and it's question number 89. And guys over here, don't forget to tap on the screen. Thanks again to Jack, who gave a super chat over here on my YouTube channel. We are going to be here for about another 10 minutes. So if there's anything that you're dying to say to me, or that you are just thinking of that you want to promote your own vegan channel, you can go ahead and put a super chat in and do that. All right, here we go.
Okay. Vegan pregnancy and kids. Question 89. What do I tell my non-vegan family about my vegan kids? Answer. Tell them not to tempt your kids with unhealthy foods. Tell them to only feed your kids healthy vegan foods. If they don't respect you, cut them out of your life until they return to their senses. Amen.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Think it's true? You should do that?
I totally agree. I don't have any kids of my own, but if I were to have kids, I would absolutely raise them vegan.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a few people in my family to go vegan, which is great. My aunt actually raised her kids vegan, which is amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah. Who did you help to become vegan in your family?
My mom is now vegan. My grandma's now vegan. My aunt and her kids are vegan as well.
Yeah, that's so great. I'm so happy for you. That some people really suffer because their families are not vegan, and they feel really sad about that.
Yes, even before my family went vegan, they were pretty supportive of my veganism, which is great. Like, they would always make me vegan food.
Yeah.
Like during holidays and stuff, but it took a few years for them to kind of come around, but I think it's just good to lead by example.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so we have one more card in this series called vegan pregnancy and kids, and it's question number 90. Here you go.
Okay, vegan pregnancy and kids, question 90. What should I put in my kids' lunchbox? Answer, lentils mixed with applesauce, pita bread with hummus and veggies, vegan chili with beans and tofu in it, chickpea soup, dates and blueberries, or any other vegan food they like.
Yeah, there's many different recipes, and you can also go onto Facebook and join groups there. There are groups called Vegan Pregnancy. There's groups called Vegan Kid Meals, like all these different people that are coming together, the moms, even vegan dads over there talking about how to live with vegan kids, how to support them at school. And so, yeah, it's really great. So that's what I encourage people to do. Guys, this is what we did today. We have taught, and we have learned so far about protecting wild animals. We did 5 cards about that. And then we did another 5 about vegan pregnancy and kids. So thanks to everybody who came here. We're going to just continue a little bit more. So would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? What is your first name actually, like in real, like what do I call you?
My name is Shani, actually.
Oh, how do I spell that?
Shaney.
Okay, like Shane, but with a Y at the end. Shani.
Yes.
And are you an American, Shani?
Yeah, I grew up in San Diego.
Oh, so you're in California right now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where I am?
I think you said you're in Italy now, right?
Yeah, I'm a Canadian citizen. I grew up in Montreal, and I do have a home there, but I also have a home here in Italy because we are helping my mother-in-law, who is getting older. She's going to be 86 pretty soon and forgetting things. And so it's my husband's mom, so we came to help her out. And we sort of ended up staying here longer than we thought we would. But so now we're kind of going back and forth. I have 3 kids, and I have 2 grandkids. Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're around my son's age. All right. That's
nice. Cool. Is your family vegan as well?
Yeah, they are. My kids are vegan and my grandkids are vegan, but not everybody else in my family, not like extended family. I had last summer some family who came here from Germany, and they are not vegan, and it really didn't go very well. It was really sad. It was an uncle of mine who I have really great memories of hanging out with, But wow, they were so stubborn and not open to seeing anything. They didn't want to hear about it. It's really sad. You know, I vow that when I become one of those, I don't want to be one of those old people who refuses to learn, you know?
Yeah, like stuck in your ways.
Like, yeah, I mean, we're all kind of stuck in our ways, but but this like idea of never wanting to open your eyes and just learn, you know, because once you know, then there's a possibility of changing. You might not want to change. You might think to yourself, "Why? Okay, I'm going to get that information, but that's not good for me." But you know, to just never learn. Like anytime somebody sends me anything and says, "Hey, here's a cool documentary," or "Here's a cool video that I'd like you to watch because it interests me," I always watch them, whether it's left-wing politics, right-wing politics. If somebody's passionate about something, I'll look at it. I mean, I've even looked at people who have been really passionate about like flat earth things. And I'm just like, okay, I'll look at it. Yeah, and then I'm like, it's not based on science, you know?
Yes.
Or I've had family.
You have an open mind, and I think that that's something that a lot of vegans have, is just they're open to learning, and vegans are also very compassionate and smart.
Yeah, so your account name, you want to tell everybody why you named your account what you did? Because people over here on YouTube can't actually see your account name. You tell them what it is, a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Fairy Without Dairy, and I always just really loved fairies growing up, so I knew I wanted that in my username. So I was thinking about like maybe rhyming, and vegans don't support the dairy industry, so I called myself Fairy Without Dairy.
Right.
And I've been vegan for 14 years now.
Okay.
And I went vegan when I was 18, just because, well, my 6th grade teacher actually showed us footage of factory farms.
In grade 6?
So I was vegetarian for a really long time, and then I learned more about the dairy industry, and I just knew that I couldn't support it.
How did she get away with showing you something? It must have been a very child-friendly version of it, because they wouldn't let me in the school system teach much at all about the dairy industry. How did she teach you?
So it was male, actually. I went to a private school in 6th grade, so I don't know if maybe it was like a little bit different, but yeah, he just showed us some clips, and I'm pretty sure he was vegetarian himself at the time. He's probably vegan now, but I just remember that it really had an impact on me.
Yeah. What did you see in that video?
I saw like animals being hung upside down and their throats being cut.
Wow, in grade 6 they were allowed to show that.
Yeah, it's crazy that people always say that, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he was allowed to show you guys that, and I'm actually really thankful that he did.
Yeah, we should be able to tell the truth. If we're giving kids milk, they should know the history of where the milk came from, right?
Yeah, and I think that if it's not like good for kids to watch them, that's obviously telling us that it's not right.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if it's not good enough for them to, if we can't show them the truth of what happens, then we shouldn't be giving them the dairy products at all, or the animals, you know. I agree with you. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming to class today. Really appreciate
Thank you.
And
I love everything that you do. I'm really inspired by you.
Yo, thanks. Well, maybe we'll be able to connect on WhatsApp sometime and talk on the phone about strategy. Do you have the
I would love that.
Do you have the app called WhatsApp?
I don't.
Yeah, it's what a lot of people use internationally. So you just get this app on your phone, and it's like a way to call each other in whatever country. You know, it's free.
Okay, yeah. I would love to do that.
All right, cool. So I'll look for that. Okay, bye then.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. What a lovely lady. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't that great, guys? That was really sweet. All right, so what we're going to do now, guys, is we are going to see about doing a little bit of a dance. We haven't danced yet. You know, we did all of these cards and we haven't had a dance, and I need some exercise. I've been sitting too long. I don't know about you guys. So if I have at least 10 of you guys from each of these live streams, then we'll dance. If not, that's okay. I'm going to turn off the cameras, but if I have at least 10 people who want to dance, let me know, okay? You just write your names down. So let's see. We have Misha who says she'll dance. Write your name down if you want to dance. Either that, or like I said, I can end the live stream now, and we can all just do our own thing. Bev says she's going to dance. Haley's going to dance. Oh, we have 3 people already from TikTok. Anybody else here? Oh, Logan, Benny, Poppy. Okay. Audrey. Who else? Lena. You're going to dance? Really? Are you guys really going to dance? Because I don't want you to just watch me, okay? You have to agree to dance with me. Okay, Lena or Lena, I saw you. Anybody else want to dance? Share the live stream with your friends if you know that they like dancing. Share the live stream also with people who care about animals. We have, who else do we have? Who's this? Prab says that he or she will dance. And Flynn, Ludwig. Ludwig is going to dance. All right. This is amazing, guys. Let me see who else we have. Somebody whose name is Danny's going to dance. All right, I like it when the boys agree. Carolyn. Byron. Ava's going to dance. Con, is that a name? You trying to write Connor or Connie? I don't know. Harrison's going to dance. All right, who else? Michael. Yes. Enzo. Lexi. All right, guys, don't just write I'll dance. You have to write your name, okay? Otherwise, I can't read your name out loud. Who else is going to dance? Is that it? Do we have enough? I think we do. Leona. Dexter. I love that name, Dexter. All right, guys, so we're going to dance. And this song is called It Feels Great to Be Vegan, okay? It feels great to be vegan. Let's go over here, guys. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to dance. We're just doing this for exercise. All right, so I'm just going to adjust my pants here and push my chair in. All right, let's have some fun, guys. You ready? Here we go. Feels great to be vegan. Just do whatever you want. Just dance however you want.
It feels great. Come on out, everybody. It's time to come out as a vegan. That's right. You heard it here first. It is time to stop being morally inconsistent. It is time to stop living your life against your own moral code. It's time to stop being only nice to cats and dogs, but to be nice to everyone and decide. It feels great to be vegan, to be kind and live our lives with empathy. It feels great to be vegan, to live our lives with moral decency. It feels great to be vegan, to try to stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan, because saving animals makes us happy. Where do we get our protein? Plants. Do plants feel pain? No, they don't have a brain or a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. But what about the accidental deaths during crop harvesting? Well, that will be reduced if you become vegan, because you will be filtering the plants through the animals first, which is highly inefficient. It feels great to be vegan, to be kind and live our lives with empathy. It feels great to be vegan, to live our lives with moral decency. It feels great to be vegan, to try to stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan, because saving animals makes us happy. Veggies, fruits, nuts and seeds, put those in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart. Vegans stay away from the boring part of the grocery store. Vegans stay away from the cemetery part of the grocery store. Vegans don't steal their eggs, their milk, their freedom, or their lives, and what's more. It feels great to be vegan, to be kind and live our lives with empathy. It feels great to be vegan, to live our lives with moral decency. It feels great to be vegan, to try to stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan, because saving animals makes us happy. It takes 100 clicks until you become vegan. You have to get the message in your head, and you have to get the message in your heart. Thankfully, you're all at the right place to start. There's just one thing missing. You need to educate yourself more. So look into it. Check out all the documentaries the meat, dairy, and egg industries don't want you to see. And then come find me with your newfound heart filled with empathy.
Hey, thank you guys to whoever did dance with me. I hope you had fun. I hope you feel good. Got your pulse up a little bit. Good for us to take breaks, right? Do you guys sit in front of your computers too long sometimes? I do that. So I try to get up. That song, how long is that song? That song's 3 minutes long. 3 minutes that you moved. So if you do that every hour, that's pretty good. You know? All right, guys, I do have to go now, though, but we'll be doing another live stream a little bit later. Thanks a lot for coming in, everybody. Thank you for being kind to the animals and for being kind to those who defend them. And we'll see you guys in the next live stream, okay? So bye to YouTube.